Shares of Lululemon Athletica hitting an all-time high this week after a strong fourth quarter report. And Ron, equally strong guidance for 2019, too.
This company just keeps rolling along. Really impressive. Revenue up 26% with comp sales up 17%. Their in-store channel comp sales were up 7%. Direct-to-consumer up 39%. Turns out the China market loves their athleisure because online sales there were up 140% during the quarter. They're doing a great job with cost controls, which led to margin increases, and therefore adjusted earnings per share were up 39%. Company continues to really execute. As you mentioned, guidance was very, very strong as well. Stock's trading at 36 times that guidance, so it's not a cheap company, cheap in quotes, but they're putting up great growth, so maybe it is actually reasonable.
Why do you think they've been able to succeed in an area that really should have more competition? I mean, 5 years ago on this show, we were talking about Nike and Under Armour getting into the yoga wear space and saying, look, they make quality stuff at Nike and Under Armour. This may be trouble for Lululemon, and it really hasn't been.
You know, these specialty retailers, it always comes down to their merchandising and their buyers and putting the proper product into the stores, and they consistently do that well. They get rid of the stuff that isn't going well, whether they need to be promotional. When they need to be promotional, they are, but they're constantly putting stuff in the store that people come back for.
BlackBerry, the business that once dominated the mobile phone market, is trying to rise from the ashes as a communication software company. Fourth quarter results were good enough to push shares of BlackBerry 10% higher on Friday. Aaron?
Yeah, BlackBerry has had quite the transformation over the past decade. And even if you look at their growth and their profitability, and it looks pretty tepid, underneath that, their software business is really taking off. And BlackBerry's expertise has always been around endpoint security, first with their phones, and then they've sort of taken that same expertise to software to cover lots of different devices. They cover the Internet of Things. They help enterprises secure all their various different devices. They play a role in car security now, which is interesting. So there is a market for their software, but one other side effect of a long technical history in wide-ranging areas is that BlackBerry has also built a pretty robust and valuable patent portfolio. And what surprised investors, I think, this quarter was that their licensing business jumped 71% to nearly $100 million, becoming the largest revenue segment of this quarter. And when that type of hidden growth that people weren't really paying attention to much before, it starts to become more meaningful, the market starts paying attention. And I think that's what's going on today.